You have to budget your time, man. What's going on, YouTube? It's Ali Dope, and I'm checking in once again with another dope video. Yes, sir. Now today's gonna be a little different. We're gonna be stepping away from the keyboard and shifting our focus to another aspect of business, which is important for any business, and that's gonna be money. Most importantly, budgeting your time. Okay, mob, thank y'all for tuning in, man. If you get a second, please drop that like for the kid and for the algorithm so y'all don't miss a post. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can be tuned in on all the drops. Being any type of creator is always gonna be problems and issues that you come across being a creator and being a human in general. So I had to take a week off. I had like a lot of personal issues I had to deal with. I had a car crash. I had to go get some things set up for the summer. So I just had to take a week off and kind of restructure what I was trying to do. I appreciate everybody still following up. I hope you guys went and tuned in to some of the other tutorials and some of the other speed arts. If you haven't got a chance to watch those, I hope you got a chance to follow up and grab something for those tutorials. Now anyways, like I said, you guys are here because you guys want to talk about money. Now, okay, Mom, we're not gonna be talking about money in the way that you think we're gonna talk about money. We're gonna be talking about how time is money. And that's the one thing that you can't get back. Whether that's time spent on your project, time learning new information, time going to the gym, time that you have to drive to and from work, time that you're watching Netflix. Time is the only currency that's of the significant value. Now, when I say these things, it's gonna start making you think, how are you spending your 24 hours? Especially as a creative, time is ticking every day, every hour. It doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. Time is always gonna be ticking. Everybody has the same 24 hours. Everybody has the same week. Now, the opportunities and the resources that you have within those 24 hours might be different from the next person, but regardless, you still got 24 hours to make whatever dream or whatever goal that you want to make happen. If you don't achieve the goal in that 24 hours or achieve the thing, at least you're making strides and steps to that place. Now, for me, every time I've leveled up in business as a freelancer or I've leveled up in my life, it's because I took the time out to budget my time. And that's gonna be our first tip, budgeting your time. Like I said before, there's only 24 hours in the day. So if your hours aren't accounted for, they're gonna be wasted. As a freelancer early in my career, it was very easy for me to wake up at 11 a.m., 12 p.m., you know, scroll the gram for a couple of hours and then eventually start on my project and then work until 2, 3 in the morning thinking I'm getting a bunch of stuff done just because I wasted a lot of my time throughout the day. Also let people play with my time all the time, set up fake meetings and waste my time in the meetings, or, you know, say they want to do this day and then they don't show up, or, you know, just a bunch of situations where it's like people don't appreciate my time like I appreciate my time. Don't get me wrong, during that time earlier in my freelance career, I did get a lot of things done, but I didn't get them done as efficiently as I could have if I had a budgeted time structure. Earlier in my career, when I wanted to make that shift, I wanted to make that change, I started listening to a lot of audiobooks. I started listening to a bunch of Larry June, and a major lyric that stood out to me from Larry June is,
you gotta treat it like a job if you wanna make some dough.
That's like some of the realest words I really heard, because I kept treating it like a hobby. I kept treating it like it was secondary, or it wasn't my means to pay my rent, or wasn't my means to pay my bills. Like, I was treating it like it was gonna be here forever, or when I get around to it, instead of, I know bills are coming up, you gotta structure your time and schedule it like a 9 to 5 and treat it like a business if you want it to be a business. Unless you want to be a freelancer for the rest of your life and it's just like you're just gonna do it based on when people call you and things like that. You don't have no actual structures or no team of people that you can actually reach out to and start getting some of these things done. Now, once again, earlier in my freelancing career, I didn't have set times to create. I didn't have set times to work on my marketing and my branding. I didn't have set times to learn new things. And moving like that, since no day was the same, you really can't be consistent in your career or consistent in your business moving like that. If every day, not saying that you should have it so to the T where it's like you don't have no wiggle room for change, or you don't have no wiggle room to create new things just because you were inspired by something, but you have to have a semi-structure. So in case you fall off the wagon or fall off the routine, you could just hop right back into it. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is, you can just fall right into the situation, because it's like, all right, I kind of already know what I need to do. I know what I've been doing. I know what's been working, and I can double back to that. But if one day you woke up at 3 o'clock and started working on a bunch of designs. You didn't market, you didn't brand, nothing. And then you went out to a party later, you know what I'm saying? You spent all the money that you made that day. Then the next day, you don't do nothing. Then the day after that, you wake up at like 9 o'clock, you market a little bit for like an hour, then you don't do nothing for the rest of the day. Maybe you might do a cover art at like 1 o'clock, and then that will be that for the day. You know what I'm saying? That's not really structured. You gotta have like, okay, 9 to 5, I'm about to do work from 9 to 11. Okay, I'm about to study from in the evening. I'm about to study from 5 to 7. I'm gonna read a book and write some notes and create a plan for my business based on these notes or something like that. I might get a takeaway. You know what I'm saying? You might start reading these books and they will help you develop and keep elevating your brand and your business. You have to budget your time, man, and you have to really discipline yourself, because nobody's coming to save you. Nobody in the heavens and the earth, like nobody's coming to just be like, here, this is exactly what you do when you're supposed to do it. No, it's all trial and error. You have to have the discipline to follow your time management and have the discipline to follow through and do the things that you say you're gonna do. Only you know what dreams that you want to achieve. Only you know the goals. No two people in the world have exactly the same goals. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have the self-discipline to make sure that you're making what you need to do happen so you can make what you want to make happen. And self-discipline yourself in any circumstance, unless you halfway dead or, you know, extreme circumstances happen. It's like, all right, I kind of have to chill out for a little bit. But then you already have your structure and you already have your routine, so that you can just hop right back into it at any point in time and then be right back kicking. These are just a few tips I have for you guys to budget your time wisely. Like I said, I'm no expert, but these are some of the things that's helped me, like I said, elevate in business and level up in different ways. So the first thing I'm gonna tell you is probably take your phone out and set a distinct sleep time, a block of time where you know, all right, I'm about to go to sleep at this time. I know I'm about to work from this time to this time. No distractions. Phone's gonna be on airplane mode.
Lock in on your dream. Lock in. All right? That means turn off the BlackBerry for a minute. Turn off the Twitter. Get off the phone. Stop gossiping. Get off the corner. Put the blunt down.
Set times that you want to chill. Set times that you want to work on your health. Set times that you generally really want to eat, so you're not eating all randomly at the computer, getting fat, eating chips and drinking Red Bulls and 100 cases of sugar, you know what I'm saying, sitting at the desk, because you're just snacking instead of having dedicated time to really focus on just eating and decompressing, or really focusing on locking in on a project for 2 hours, step away for 30 minutes and then come back to it. You know what I'm saying? If you have your time setups, you'll be able to structure, you know, work-life balance, your family in there. You can't be like, I'm a freelancer, I work 24/7, I don't got no time for nobody, no nothing. I've been there, I've done that. It's not fun, it's very lonely, and it's very, very, very depressing. Structuring your time really helps that. Second tip would be create a routine. Once again, create a routine for success that you can repeat every day and just fall back on. Have a routine that you can fall back on, because no one's perfect. So you're gonna always, like I keep saying, you're gonna fall off, but that routine is gonna help you get right back into gear, and it's gonna help because it'll become a habit. Like if I do the same thing every day, at least for 3 months, if you do it for at least 3 months, you can take a month off, 2 months off. All right, I'm gonna drag it. You can take a month off, couple weeks off, couple of days off, then you'll be able to hop right back into your routine. A major key into this part of having a routine and a structure and a time set for your life. Remember earlier in the video, I was talking about how people used to play with my time all the time earlier as a freelancer. When you budget your time and you have all these routines, now you can't be influenced by others or following others or be swayed to go here, swayed to do that. Now, granted, it's the weekend, your man's called you, you're working on a project that's not really of importance. Yo, it's a party. Yo, pull up. Not saying that you gotta go to every single party, but you know, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you wanna be able to have that space and the opportunity to be able to do it. All right, yeah, I scheduled my time, so now I have enough time to go out to this party. I did all the stuff I was supposed to do earlier in the day. Now I got some time. But if you woke up at 12 o'clock and you didn't even start on your project till 3, and your man's just calling you, it's the summertime too, your man's calling you at 5 for a pool party, you just gonna not finish your work and you just gonna dip. See, that's about being self-disciplined, you know what I'm saying? But it's all depends on what you want to do and what your goals are. If your goal is not to be the best or make a lot of money or things like that, and you don't take it that serious, then go to the pool party. But it is going to have time to take sacrifice and stuff like that. Now, I went on a tangent again. To double back, I also say to schedule the time so you won't be influenced by others. Because I'm not going to lie, I learned a lot of lessons by following other people's plans for my talent. You know what I'm saying? Other people had ideas and teams they wanted me to be on for my skill set. And I've been in a lot of situations where our goals and our dreams and our ideas didn't align. But I followed along because I didn't have a plan and I didn't have a schedule of time for my own life. When I started budgeting my own time and my own schedule, when people hit me up last minute to do this or last minute to do that, I can't do it. I'm busy because I have other things planned. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have nothing planned for your life or nothing planned for your business, then anybody can come in here and tell you, oh, you should be doing this and you should do that. And you know what I'm saying? Come here and do this and come here and do that. In grains of salt, that's good for your character development and for business. But in the overall scheme of things, if you don't have no plan every day when you're waking up, not even just for business, but not just for yourself, like, all right, you go to work, but you can still wake up a couple of hours earlier and get whatever goal that you're trying to get done outside of work done. When you come home, I know it's tiring. Take 2 hours, but take another 2 hours to study this thing or study that thing or set up your plays for tomorrow. So like I said, when you get off work or before work or things like that, people aren't swaying you to do this, that, and the third. And then as you know, time just starts ticking. Next thing you know, 3-4 years have been just flew by and you're like, well, damn, I really haven't made no strides to do anything that I want to do. I've been following all these other people. I've been following people at work. I've been following my friends. I've been following my parents. You got to really sit and like, you know what do I want to do and what are the steps to get there? Because that's the easiest way. You make a blueprint, you make a plan, you follow it. Remember, guys, time is money. Now treat time as a currency, but don't mistake being busy for actual productive work. Just because you're busy doesn't mean anything else is helping move the needle towards wherever you're trying to go. I'm not saying wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym, be working by 7, read a book and meditate. You got to do whatever's going to help you create the best work and help you focus and help you follow your plan and be able to live up to that every day. I'm not saying every day that you could wake up at 5 a.m. and be clear for the day. Some people need to wake up at 7. Some people internally can't even start processing things till 9. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out what works for what you got going on. What I would say is you can still wake up at 7, 8, 9, and just as long as you're not sitting there at 9 o'clock or 9 o'clock when you wake up and scrolling TikTok for an hour before you start your work or before you start anything for yourself, like make your bed or go to the gym, like at least start your day off with one little win. You can wake up at 9 a.m., somebody can wake up at 6. But if that person woke up at 6 and he ain't do nothing, no work until 12, he was scrolling the gram, smoking or doing whatever he was doing for the first 6 hours of the day, but then you woke up at 9 and had a allotted block of time from 9 to 12, you probably got way more done in those 3 hours than they did the 6 because your time is budgeted and structured. They didn't have no budget or structure for their time, so their time is wasted. But your time is a little bit more efficient. So I'm not saying everybody has to wake up, once again, at 5 and 6 a.m. You could wake up at 9 just as long as your time is your money and it's structured for and budgeted for you in the right way to get the outcome that you want. It's all in how you use your time. Now, another thing, time is money as creatives. You have to start saying no. But as a creative, I feel like we say yes to so many things. Yes, because of the money. Yes, because of the opportunity. Yes, for the exposure. But you need to start saying no. When I started saying no more is when I started moving a little bit more to my goals and where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. Now, I'm only saying no to things that's not going to help you directly help build your portfolio on a consistent basis and where you want to go. So I would say no to something like a baby shower video or something like that, only because it's not helping me build my portfolio. It's just more experience. Now, earlier on in my career, I probably would have said yes because A, I needed the money. I just wanted to have experience creating that type of content for a baby shower, especially when you're getting started. You gotta say yes to a lot of things just so you can get the experience. But like where I am in my career now, I'm saying no if it's not helping me build a portfolio piece so I can be able to pitch my work to other companies and things like that. Lastly, on the wrap up, you guys, I just got a few last little thoughts, man. So I want everybody to just really lock in this year, man. And for future years, respect your time. You feel me? Respect your time. Respect others' times. Be on time. Time. And when you compound those daily wins, doing what you say you're gonna do, when you say you're gonna do it, 10 times out of 10, you're gonna see a major shift or a major change in your life. A significant change. Like, it's not gonna be like small. Like, you compound those wins for a week, you might see a crazy change. Compound those for a month, you might have a whole 360, you never know. Now that's enough of me ranting for today. I hope you really took something away from that process. I really hope you really sat and thought about what you need to change and what you need to adjust for your business as well. As an upcoming freelancer, because as content creator, I want you to take away those things and apply it to your process for real. Lastly, you guys, I dropped some new assets in the store. If you guys want to check them out, I'm going to be making a tutorial later on this week about how to use them. A couple of them, I dropped the, like I said, collage elements. I dropped the 90s sports text pack, and I dropped a cartoon text pack as well. Check those out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so y'all don't miss a drop. I appreciate it once again. Remember, keep hustling, keep creating. Most importantly, keep learning. And until next time, I'll be dope. I'm checking out. Yes, sir.